Good morning, and today we are going to be talking about pyramids. Now, I'm sure you guys have all heard of the pyramids, if nothing else, from Egypt over the years. So our pyramids, basically, it says here polyhedron, so some sort of three-dimensional shape, one polygonal face, and then triangles are the lateral faces. So if we look at this, we've got the square on the bottom, and it's got a triangle on each side. Okay, there also could be, like this one has a triangle at the bottom with triangles on each side. The base is unique. The other ones are going to be always going to be triangles. You could have five-sided base, six-sided, seven-sided, whatever. You can have whatever you want on the base. The two examples I have a triangle on the bottom and a square on the bottom. Okay, so maybe I'll make this a little bigger so you can see that. Okay, so with our base, the base is a square. So if we can figure out what one of these side lengths is, we can find the area of that base. So our surface area of our pyramid is going to be the area of the base, which in this case we know it's a square. So we just take one of the sides times 2. In this case, it'd be a triangle, so 1/2 times the base times the height of that base. Okay. Then if we unfold this, I don't know how well you can see, but I have 4 triangles here. So 1, 2, 3, 4 triangles there. And if you think about it, that matches up with the 4 sides. On this one, if we unfold it, we have 3 triangles, which match up with 3 sides of our base. So however many sides of the base you have, that's what you're going to have. Now, since our shape is regular in shape, each of these we know is the same. So the perimeter of that base, if I take the perimeter of that base, and to figure out what this triangle is, I can take the perimeter of that base. Remember, it's 1/2 base times height. Now the height of this triangle, let's focus just on one triangle there, is the distance from the top to the middle here, this altitude, okay? That is known as our slant height. So the slant height of a regular pyramid is the altitude of the lateral face, okay? So it cuts along the lateral face there. So it's the area of the base plus 1/2 P times that cursive L. That cursive L is our slant height. And this is the height of the triangle on the edge. All 4 of those will have the same slant height. Okay. Now, the volume of the pyramid, I included the 2-minute video for you guys to watch just to learn a little bit more about this, why it is. But for now, it's 1/3 area of the base times the height. If you want to see why that is, watch the video. I think it explains it well. So if we look here, we need to, I'll leave that so you can copy it down. Write these down, or pause it if you need to. But if we're finding the surface area here, so let me make this a little smaller out of the way again. All right, so surface area, we said it's the area of the base. So the area of our base here, 5 times 5, so that'll be 25 feet squared. So it'll be 25 plus, then it's 1/2 times the perimeter. Now if 5 is on each side, 5 times 4, that perimeter is 20. And our slant height, I don't know if you can see it right here, 6. So 1/2 times 20 is 10. 10 times 6, 60. So 25. Oops, that's supposed to be a 5. So 25 plus, we said 60, and that gives us 85. It's going to be feet squared. Now over here, for the volume, it is just 1/3 times the area of the base, which is still 25, and times the height, which in our case is 5.5. That's the height of the whole shape, which will be in the middle, from the middle of the base up. Okay, so we might want to use Desmos for that one, desmos.com/scientific. And we do 1 divided by 3 times, we said 25 times 5.5. Hit enter, 45.83 repeating. So if we round, it'll be 45.83. Remember, it's volume, so that'll be feet to the third. All right. So now we flip it over, and the next one we're going to look at is the triangular prism. Now in this one we're only finding the surface area. And first thing we need to do is find the area of that base on the bottom. So you see it's a triangle there. If it helps you, you can draw it. You know it's 30, 30, 30, and right here this is 26, okay? So 1/2 base times height. So that'd be 1/2 times 30 times 26. If we do all that, we're going to get 390, okay? Now we need that 390, that's the area of the base, plus 1/2, then it's the perimeter of the base, which each side you can see 30, 30, 30, so 30 times 3, that's 90. And then the slant height is 52. Okay, that's already given to us right over here. So 1/2 times 90, 45, 45 times 52. It's going to be 2,340. So 390 plus 2,340. We add those two together, and we get 2,730. That'll be meters squared. All right, and we're back. Oops, right here I notice I have square pyramid. That should say triangular pyramid. All right, our next one, C, is a square pyramid, but it's on its side. Now it's important to know when it's on its side here, it still has a height. The height is the distance from the base to the top, okay? So that from the base to the top, that's 46.76. So even though it's on its side, if it's the same, no matter how it turns, okay? So to find the area of the base, it would be 54 times 54. Each side of the base is 54, so 54 squared, which will save us some time. That's just going to be 2,916 centimeters squared. So we take that value, and we're going to add that. That takes care of the bottom. Now we need the triangles. Oops, I don't need that squared. So we're going to add, so it's whatever the perimeter is, so it's 1/2 times the perimeter. Well, there's 4 sides that are each 54, so 54 times 4, that gives us 216, and then times our slant height, which as you can see there is 45. So 1/2 times 216, so 0.5 times 216 times that 45 for the slant height gives us 4,860. So the 2916 stays plus 4,860. We add those two together, and once again, I'll save us a little time, 7,776 centimeters squared. Now to find your volume, it's always 1/3 times whatever the area of the base is. So that's 2,916 times the height. Remember the height, even though it's not in a diagram, it was given to us right here, 46.76. Okay, so this is kind of complicated to do in your head, obviously. So 1/3 times 2,916 times, let's see, 46.76, and we get 45,450.72, and that'll be centimeters cubed. All right. Now the final one, sometimes they aren't going to give us the slant height. And maybe it's kind of hard to tell, but if there's a right angle here, we can imagine to find the slant height. We have this right triangle. We want to know what the slant height is. This is the normal height, so that's our 4. Pretend we're inside the pyramid. Now I want to know what this side is. And if it's a square pyramid, each side is the same. So 3 by 3 by 3 by 3, all 4 sides are 3. So since that is in the middle, the height, it'll be halfway to the middle. 3 divided by 2, that'll be 1.5. Okay, now we can do a squared plus b squared. And that will tell us what c squared is. So a squared, 4 squared is 16. 1.5 squared, you might not be able to do this in your head, that's fine, but it's 2.25. That equals x squared. We add those together, we get 18.25. equals x squared. We got to take the square root of both sides. X will equal then 4.27. That's just going to be meters. If you want to know how I got that, square root of 18.25. As you can see, 4.272. It keeps going and going. We'll round to 4.27. So, final thing, if we need to find the surface area, we could use that to find the surface area. This last part, it just asks us for the volume. So that's 1/3 times the area of the base. Area of the base, we got a 3 here, a 3 here. 3 times 3 is 9. Times the height of the whole shape, which is 4. 1/3 of times 9 times 4. It's going to give us 12. And our label will be meters cubed. So that is all for today. Please take a look at It's Learning, get the assignment done. If you need anything, please reach out. We're running out of time. 2 weeks left, guys. Finish strong. Get those missing tests in, missing homework, all those assignments. Let's finish strong, and hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you later. Bye.